This is City Hall Park, earlier known as the Commons. City Hall is one of New York's greatest architectural treasures, and when it was built between 1802 and 1811, it was considered one of the most sophisticated buildings on the continent. It cost $500,000 to construct, and so to save $15,000, they reserved the Massachusetts marble for the front, facing most of the population, which at that time lived south of City Hall. And they used a cheap brownstone for the rear because they thought how many people would see the back. By the 1950s, all four sides were wrapped in Alabama limestone. When City Hall was built, New York's population was less than 100,000. 100 years later, the city expanded and grew to a population of around 5 million. City Hall needed to add office space, and they could have ruined the integrity of the building by adding 5 wings, 2 annexes, another tower, but they didn't. Instead, they created one of the largest city office buildings in the world, the Municipal Building, which opened during World War I. This was built by McKim, Mead & White, the very famous architectural firm who built Columbia University and the original Penn Station. Now, the skyscraper had been around for over 40 years, but believe it or not, this was their very first skyscraper. At the bottom, you can see that traffic once drove through the building. The architects of this period were very big on incorporating automobiles in their designs. At the top, you'll see the statue Civic Fame, which is hollow like the Statue of Liberty. And though it looks small from down here, she's actually one of the tallest statues in New York, standing 25 feet high. Now, the woman who posed for this statue can be seen in statues all around New York, and we're going to talk about her at our very last stop, Columbus Circle. But now, the Tweed Courthouse. This is the Tweed Courthouse, and it is a spectacular building, a city landmark, though a tad overpriced. This is the greatest symbol of civic corruption in U.S. history. A pet project of Boss Tweed's, this opened in 1872 and was supposed to cost only $350,000. It ended up costing around by various means of graft and trickery. Tweed was known for rewarding political cronies with the cushiest of jobs. And so the price of 11 thermometers, $7,500. 36 awnings, $24,000. Dust brooms, $41,000. Knowing your building costs twice as much as the state of Alaska? Priceless. And here's a priceless piece of trivia. This is now home to the New York City Board of Education, whose annual budget is over 2,000 times the price of the state of Alaska. I mean, inflation and all, but still. The New York City Board of Education's annual budget is, drum roll please,